Okay, so I'm starting this vlog later than I normally do. It is actually like 8:30 right now. We had a rough morning. So Paulo decided to wake me up at like 2 or 3. It was like shortly before 3 a.m. this morning. Or 3 this morning. Having already peed in his crate when he's been so much better about waking me up as he needs to pee, not after he pees. So I took him out. He went poop, didn't have to go pee because he unloaded like a gallon of urine into his crate. Then I had to clean that up, just very simply. And then we got up for his second round of going potty in the morning, and he, just as I was about to let him out, peed in his crate again. So then I had to clean that up for real. We've been outside a couple times. We've had breakfast. Everybody's had breakfast now, so we're all good. But I wanted to vlog today for a couple of reasons. One, I'm going to see a dermatologist today. I haven't seen a dermatologist since I went on this kind of study for rosacea, where I was in a blind test to see if I got the drug or not. And then I was supposed to be on the actual drug for real for a year. But they messed up and made me ineligible. And because of the way these work, it doesn't matter if they mess up or I mess up. It doesn't matter. I couldn't do it. So I just didn't do anything about seeing a dermatologist, because when it comes to rosacea is really not covered, or really dermatology is not covered until, if you don't know much about insurance, I've learned a lot about insurance over the last couple of years. Which is weird because I'm in my 30s. You'd think I would know more about insurance than that, but I didn't really understand how the United States insurance system works, which is criminal, in my opinion, is a scam. Our insurance situation is stupid. So you have your deductible, and unless it's preventive, or some other couple of things that are covered prior to, you have to pay down that deductible first. I have always had ridiculously high deductibles just because in my, the way my parents always tell me when I worked in retail, because I wasn't seeing a therapist every week, I wasn't seeing, a dermatologist constantly, I wasn't seeing a dietitian, I wasn't using my insurance, right? I'm a healthy person regardless of my size, because guess what? Health and size are not equal necessarily. So even though I'm a much larger person, I'm actually very, very healthy. So I rarely saw doctors in my 20s. I should have, because I was developing rosacea. My rosacea would not have gotten as bad as it has if I had just gone to the freaking dermatologist. So I'm hoping to reverse some of the damage that has taken place on my skin, to make this less visible and make me feel more confident with who I am and what my skin looks like and stuff like that. So hoping that that's what's going to happen here coming up. But dermatology is not necessarily covered by insurance very easily, especially when it comes to rosacea, because it is not considered, a life-threatening thing. It's considered a vanity thing. So it's a lot harder to get it covered by insurance. So now that I've met my deductible for the year, actually I met my deductible months ago, because again, I see a therapist every week, almost every week. I haven't seen her for a few weeks now because she's been gone, but I actually see her tonight as well. That's something else that I'm going to be doing today. Now that I'm seeing a therapist every week, it's a lot easier for me to meet my deductible. Plus, I'm paying a little bit more now out of my paycheck to actually have a smaller deductible, because that's just something I never thought about. My parents were always like, just get the cheapest plan. It's going to have the highest deductible, basically just catastrophic insurance. And so like if you were to go to the doctor, if you had to be rushed to the hospital, the most you'd have to pay is this. And I was like, okay, sounds good. There's also an out-of-pocket maximum. I probably won't meet that this year. Even though it's not that high. It's actually $200 cheaper than my deductible was last year. Because again, last year I got the higher deductible, and I was like, this is stupid. Why did I do this? So then when open enrollment happened, I switched my plan to the lowest possible deductible. And I'm paying $54 or $55 out of my paycheck every other week for that, but it's worth it because I have saved so much money over the year so far, and I'll only continue to save. Like, my therapy appointments are now like $30. That's it, $30. Where they start at like 130. So actually, I would have to look at it specifically on what I'm actually paying, because I'm paying 20% of that now. But anyway, the other reason I wanted to vlog today, because someone's 13. It's Cosmo's birthday today. He's 13 years old. He's already had his birthday breakfast. I actually had 1 can left over, and so Apollo kind of got cranky about it, but Nova didn't get can either. So I'm gonna have to stop at like Petco or PetSmart, pick him up a birthday present, and pick up some more can for tonight. I'm gonna pick up 2 cans. Actually, I'll probably pick up a bunch of cans, but 2, so that Cosmo and Apollo can both have can for dinner and can for Nova as well. So we're gonna make sure that we have special dinner tonight for these guys. But yeah, so that is what is happening today. Like I said, I started a lot later than I normally do. I'm actually all ready to go. I have to leave for the dermatologist here because my dermatology appointment is at 9, so I gotta get going. But and it's down in Burnsville, so it's gonna be like a 20-minute drive, plus, you know, it's the first appointment, so I need to be there a little bit early to fill out paperwork and whatnot. So I need to get going. So happy birthday, Duger. I'm sorry I have to leave, but I have to leave. Mama has to go make her skin better. You can't see it because you can't see red. Mama just probably has darker spots on her skin. Okay, I'll see you later. Love you. I'm waiting for the dermatologist to come in. They did not weigh me, which I'm thrilled about, because that was something that I was planning on saying, is we're here for my skin. How does my skin have anything to do with my weight? Get out of here with that nonsense. But they did not even weigh me, which I'm thrilled about, because even when I did the study, they weighed me every week. Was not happy about that. And even less happy about it now that I'm working on body positivity and understanding that my weight has nothing to do with my health. So, home here. For Cosmo's birthday, I got him this braided bully stick, which will take him a good long portion of the day to get done with. And I'm gonna have to keep Apollo crated while he's eating it, because Apollo will try to steal it. But Cosmo is not afraid to put Apollo in his place, especially when it comes to bully sticks. So, but I still just don't want Cosmo to have to deal with that. And then I also picked up a bunch of canned food. So I've got a bunch of different flavors here for Cosmo and Apollo, and just one flavor for Nova. Not that Nova is picky, because she's not. Like, that's what's so nice about Nova. That's so different than Corvette. Corvette was so picky. Not just about, like, she was picky about the brand. She was picky about the flavor. She was also picky about the texture. It had to be pate. She did not eat stuff in gravy. Had to be Purina, and had to be fish of some sort. Yeah. She's so different than Corvette ever was. Nova is not picky. Nova will eat literally anything. To give you an idea of what Nova will eat, when the kids were over for my dad's birthday, so my dad's birthday was a couple of days ago, and the kids were over, and they like feeding the animals. And so now I need like a 4th animal, because not that I'm going to get a 4th animal. But I mean, I have more than 4 animals, but they don't feed the reptiles or the amphibian. And so they feed the mammals. But I have 3 nieces and a nephew, so 4 nieces and nephew, and only 3 mammals. But that's fine, because the 2 twins, like, they're 16, like, they're fine without feeding. So one of them gets to feed, and the other one gets to feed the next time, you know. But Graham, who wanted to feed Nova, my nephew, he fed her Apollo's food by accident. She ate it. So that's how not picky she is. She will eat literally anything, except for oranges, I've learned. She does not eat oranges. It's the only thing I've found so far that she won't eat. She eats bread. She eats pretty much like literally anything. But yeah. So that is where I'm at. So for the dermatology appointment, it went well. I'm getting a prescription. It's not covered by my insurance. So here's the thing about rosacea. Because it is considered like a vanity thing, it's not considered a medical necessity to have to treat. A lot of stuff isn't covered by insurance. So it's really hard to find a rosacea treatment that's not covered by insurance. So because I've got a lot of money going into my HSA, I have the equivalence of my out-of-pocket maximum going into my HSA this year. So I'm just going to pay for it through my HSA. So at least I'm paying for it at a pre-tax level, even though it's not going towards my insurance at all. At least the appointments will be going towards my insurance and my out-of-pocket maximum. So there's that. But the treatment itself isn't. So $50 a month. We're gonna see how that goes. I mean, to be fair, could be a lot more expensive. The laser treatments are like $600. So, which he did say, he's like, let's see how this does. We'll see how this does with that should take care of the bumps and hopefully some of the redness. He goes, but then if it doesn't take care of the redness or not enough of the redness to make you feel confident, then something else that we can do too is we can do like a 1 year laser treatment, once a year laser treatment. And he goes, a full face is $600, and that's not covered by insurance. It won't be. And that I knew. The laser treatments I knew were not covered because the very first time I went in for rosacea, that was the plan, is I wanted just to get the laser treatment done, because all I really had at the time was the redness. Like, I was just starting to develop redness. Like, if you are able to find the first YouTube channel I ever did, which I've shown videos of, but I've never like showed you guys the name of it, you'll notice I'm starting to get like stuff on my cheeks, which originally I thought was just originally I thought all of that was just acne scarring. But then it would go away and it would come back. And I'm like, that doesn't sound like acne scarring. So that's when I realized it was rosacea. And so I went in to try and do a laser treatment. But laser treatments back then were like actually $300 for the whole face. And it's not covered by insurance. Like, even a little. So fun. Anyway, so I'm getting that. So I mean, I know that $50 a month is nowhere near as bad as some medications. So I shouldn't complain too much. But still, like, it just sucks that it doesn't go through insurance. But I'm going to try it for a few months, see how I feel. I do have a follow-up appointment in October, so we're going to go with that. See how it does after 3 months and kind of just take a look at it from there. But that's where I'm at emotionally. So hopefully my rosacea will start doing better. I am going to start a video today talking about my appointment here today. So you're going to hear this information again on my main channel at some point. That'll probably go out sometime in December or November or December, since obviously my follow-up appointment is in October. So I'm just going to follow these 3 months. But I wanted to get an idea before I start the video. I wanted to get an idea of what it was going to look like. But so I'm basically just going to follow these 3 months, see how it goes, and see how my treatment goes. So hopefully I can start getting my rosacea under control. There is no cure for it. It's just treatable. It's not curable. So no matter what, I'll be on medication for it basically for the rest of my life, if I want to stop it from flaring up. But yeah, his reaction was when he did a quick like glance over of my skin and making sure that it really was rosacea. He goes, "Yep." He goes, "Oh yeah, this is definitely he goes, "Oh yeah, you definitely have active rosacea." And I was like, thanks. That is exactly how I wanted you to say that. So anyway, that's where I'm at. Okay, I'm gonna head into the house now and just kind of veg out for the rest of the day. I do have to do one editing piece because I haven't edited the vlog that I did this weekend either, but I have to edit the video that's actually going up tomorrow. So I have to go edit that first thing. That's what I'm gonna go do. And then I'm gonna play The Sims for basically the rest of the day and rewatch Zoe 101, I guess. Because I'm on a Dan Schneider kick. Thank you, the iCarly reboot. Dan Schneider is a piece of trash, but his shows were good. So even as an adult, I enjoy his shows. So Dan Schneider, trash, but his shows, fantastic. Man, so talented. He's trash, but he's talented. Happy birthday, Cosmo. Happy birthday. Oh, yum, yum. Happy birthday. You don't get anything because it's not your birthday. Though your birthday was kind of ruined by him. Because her birthday fell on the weekend that he went to the emergency vet. So her birthday was kind of ruined. I remember not even paying attention to what day it was, and all of a sudden I came across something that reminded me it was her birthday. And I was like, oh crap, happy birthday, Nova. So she didn't get anything special on her birthday. Hey, Duger, little baby Duger. What you doing? I know Cosmo got a special treat, but it's Cosmo's birthday. Cosmo gets special treats on Cosmo's birthday. You'll get a special treat on your birthday. Yeah, you'll get a special treat on your birthday. You will, I promise. You'll get a special treat on your birthday. Your birthday is March 22nd. I remember. So, anyway, I do probably have to take him potty at the very least. But then he'll just hang out in his crate like he does when I'm working. I'm on vacation this week. And then my next vacation is like the week after my birthday or something like that. Yeah, something like that. All right. I am going to edit. Okay, so that is edited and rendering now, so I can get that uploaded today, and it'll go live tomorrow at 2, so I'm excited. That one I actually wanted to, I mean, I could have probably filmed that prior to me getting Apollo, because most of the videos, I mean, all the videos you're seeing aside from this one, and then, well, I guess now not so much because now Apollo's coming, but any video now, like, there's even No, I don't know. Actually, not 100% sure. Let me look at that actually. I think I'm out of videos after July, which means that basically every video going forward I have Apollo now, except for the video where I said did the video coming out next week, which is the small business haul. That one I filmed prior to Apollo coming home, shortly before he came home. Oh, yep, yeah. No. So there's one more video where I do a story time about Cosmo's puppyhood before Apollo comes home. So Apollo wasn't home when I filmed that. That's going up on August 12th. So that's the last video that I recorded prior to Apollo coming home. But essentially every video that you've been seeing for like the last couple months since I've had Apollo have all been filmed prior to Apollo coming home. So this was the first video I filmed after Apollo came home, aside from like the potty training video that goes live in August, and obviously like the announcement video and his first month and the vlog where I went to go get him and things like that. Those were all filmed when I had him, obviously, but I'm talking about like actual sit down, has nothing to do with puppy. Well, I guess this does have something to do with Apollo and Cosmo, so, but either way, so I could have filmed this prior, long story short, long story long, short story long, I could have filmed this prior to Apollo coming home. However, I wanted to film it as close to Cosmo's birthday as humanly possible, because it is kind of honoring Cosmo's birthday, which is of course today. It goes up tomorrow, but it is to honor Cosmo's birthday, because I don't know how many more birthdays I have with Cosmo. I didn't think, I mean, earlier this spring, I didn't think that I was even going to get to 13 with him. So the fact that I got to 13 is really great. I don't know if maybe this is his last birthday. I don't know. This might be his last birthday. I still might get a few more. Who knows? But either way, Cosmo is nearing the end of his life, regardless of how he acts. I mean, he's fine. He's healthy now. But regardless of how he acts, he's 13. Like, golden retrievers' average lifespan is 10 to 12. So, you know, it's coming to an end eventually. So I don't know how many more birthdays I have with him, and I've never really done like a video honoring his birthday, so I thought this was the right time since I was getting a dog. I was announcing the dog over Cosmo's birthday because I've had him since May. But I'm announcing him over Cosmo's birthday, and so and July has 5 Thursdays in the month, so it just kind of timed out perfectly that I could dedicate one video that month to Cosmo, since I only had 4 video ideas for the month where I was announcing Apollo. So I was able to work it out, and it just kind of all worked out perfectly for me to be able to announce Apollo, but also do this fun video about Cosmo, about going and getting Cosmo, and it just worked out perfectly. But anyway, so my phone is charging right now, so I am going to go upstairs and I'm going to make some lunch, and then I'm going to sit down here at my computer, probably start the Sims up at that point, and play the Sims, or well, first I'm going to watch some stuff. I don't know if I'm going to finish the YouTube live, because one of these YouTubers that I watch had a live show yesterday, or not yesterday, but a few days ago, and I never seem to see her go live when she goes live, so I always watch her live stuff later because I really like her a lot. She's kind of a commentary channel, and she had some personal stuff that happened with Gabby Hanna, and I used to be a big fan of Gabby Hanna, and then I realized she's a rape apologist and genuinely needs psychological help. So it's hard for me to support her after everything that came out, even more now. So since Jesse Smiles released that phone call. Anyway, I have not listened to the full phone call, the full 3 hours. I have not listened to it, but I have watched YouTubers talk about the full phone call, and everybody's basically saying it still doesn't paint Gabby in a good light. I don't know why Gabby continues to victimize herself. Reminds me of the friend that I was doing GeekCon with. I've done that story time on my main channel. The worst 4 months of my life. She calls them worst 4 months of my life. She was she was always the victim. Like, if something bad happened, she could never take her ownership of her place in any of that. She always victimized herself, and she gaslit. I mean, basically, she reminds me, Gabby Hanna reminds me a lot of her. And so it's lots and lots of red flags. But anyway, that's not the point of this. I'm going to go make lunch and probably finish that video. And then once this is done rendering and uploaded, then I will play The Sims for the rest of the day. It's noon 30. So Apollo's out running around. Where are you, baby? He's over there. He just went potty, so hopefully that means that he went potty and won't go again. But Nova's not happy about it. Cosmo. So I had to move Nova's food. Nova's food used to be in that window. Apollo could get to it if he worked hard enough. So I moved it to the middle windowsill. There's no way he can get to it. So, yeah. What are you doing, baby? What are you doing, my sweet boy? What are you doing, my sweet boy? What are you doing? What's that? So how perfect is it that on Cosmo's birthday, I finally got my reimbursement for when he was sick back in April. I'm gonna go to the bank and deposit now. Okay, so we have everybody brushing their teeth now. Apollo's in his crate. It's usually what I do is I make sure he's in his crate. This came in today. Let me put this phone down. This came in the mail today. I ordered it off of Amazon. I used to be able to get these kinds of frames from Target, but unfortunately they apparently don't carry this size anymore. Fragile. Do not lay flat, but you can lay frames flat. Anyway, so this particular frame is called a diploma frame. I'm not putting my diploma in it. I actually kind of like what I have my diploma in, which is just like the St. Cloud State like booklet thingy that I got on graduation, but I didn't get the diploma obviously at graduation. They sent me the diploma later, but I put it in the booklet that I got. I like it. It's like a nice little stand. Maybe someday I'll frame it and like put it up on a wall, but this is actually meant for something completely different. And if I could actually open it, that would be great. I'd really appreciate it if I could actually open it. But it is a diploma frame, and I'll grab what I'm putting in it once I get it out here. You know, it would be so much easier if I got scissors, but why would I ever think about doing something easy? Here, let me go get scissors. It's so cute when the puppy fusses at night. Cosmo goes and lays down next to the crate. It's very cute. Oh, he's coming back. And just as I'm like, oh, how cute. My puppy went to go console my other puppy. And then Cosmo's like, no, just kidding. Just kidding. I'm not actually going to console him. But anyway, let me see if I can get this actually open. There we go. Got a Bachelor of Arts in Design. Mine doesn't even say Bachelor of Arts in specifically what, just as a Bachelor of Arts. That makes me sad. Like, I've seen diplomas like that being like Bachelor of Arts in this or Bachelor of Science in this, and mine just says Bachelor of Arts. Like, they didn't specify that it was in film. That's annoying. I know it's in film. I know that's my degree. So in it, I'm putting Apollo's certified pedigree. Not that it matters because he has limited registration, so it's not like I could breed him even if I wanted to. Apollo's getting fussy. So it's not like I could breed him even if I wanted to, but I don't know. I have it. I paid for it. It cost me $18. So we're gonna frame it. So we're gonna put the diploma, the pedigree in here. I remember getting Cosmos. I don't know where Cosmos is. And I can't find Cosmo on the AKC website, so I don't know what happened to his AKC registration. I genuinely have no idea what happened to his AKC registration. But, oh, I see. So this goes up here then. Because that, I suppose, helps hang it on the wall. Oh, yeah, all snazzy and stuff. Interesting. So if I can, I hate these kinds of, like, things to keep the backing in. I hate them. There we go. Got them all. Okay, because they're the kind that you fold up and fold down. I don't like that. It's really annoying. There. So his pedigree, his certified pedigree, is now framed. And it has his full AKC name and when he was whelped. And there's his dad, Fourth Coast Hells Bells, and his mom, Top Brass, North Star, Crazy Train. They call her Bella. Wait, no, back that up. Oh, wait, no, this is his mother. Hells Bells is his mother. So Bella is his mother. This is his dad, Crazy Train. I got that mixed up somewhere. Did I say that today? Or did I say that? No, I said that in the video that I edited today. That's where I said it. Okay. So the video where I talk about how I got Cosmo, his mother is Hells Bells. His dad is Crazy Train. Either way, explains his personality. And then I paid to go back to his great-great-grandparents. So there's Apollo, his parents, his grandparents, and his great-grandparents. Great-grandparents. I said great-great, I think. I think I said great-great, but his great-grandparents. So there it is. And you can see Apollo actually took a little mark right here. He marked a little bit of it. So it's not perfect, but it is what it is. So there's his official AKC registration with the seal and everything. And there is his name, Apollo's Journey to Jupiter. So if you're at all curious about his name and why I named him Apollo's Journey to Jupiter, so I eventually came up with the name Apollo, and then I had to think about how to extend it to make it a unique name for the AKC. Because he is going to be like doing agility through the AKC, so I knew I had to get him like registered through the AKC at the very least. I never intended on, like, even if I had full AKC, I had no real intentions of breeding him out. I thought about it for like a hot second, but I was like, especially after I met him, and I'm like, even though he would probably be very sought after, I still thought, yeah, but his personality does not give way. Like, I need him to calm down a little bit. Neutering can calm a dog down a little bit. So, after meeting him and getting to know his personality a little bit, it's like, no, we're neutering him no matter what. And then when I actually registered him on the AKC website, it did come through as limited registration. So I was like, oh, I thought it was full registration. But oh well, because again, not that it matters. I'm going to get him neutered. His neuter is actually scheduled already. He had a vet appointment yesterday. And I was like, we're scheduling the neuter. So his neuter is scheduled for September. But yeah, so I just have his full AKC pedigree here, which is just so exciting. But yeah, so when I thought about, that's what I was saying, when I thought about extending his name, I was like, well, I want to keep it with the space theme, because that's the whole reason I came up with the concept of Apollo, was because I accidentally had a space theme with Cosmo and Nova. I had no intention of making that happen. Matter of fact, Nova's original name was going to be Camaro, and I was going to call her Cammy for short. So that was the original plan. And then I kind of stepped away from that. I was like, does it have to be a car? Like, it doesn't have to be a car. It doesn't have to be a Chevrolet. And so I started thinking about Power Ranger names that I wanted to name her. So I thought like Kendrix, which, you know, was the Wildcat Power Ranger. I thought about Corone. I thought about Vita. I also thought about Capri as a name, as a possible name. And then eventually my dad brought up the concept of the Nova, which is a Chevrolet car. He said the Chevy Nova was a really cool car. You should name her Nova. And so I did. And then somebody brought up the fact that they both have space names. And I was like, oh, I didn't even that wasn't the intention. Cosmo's named after an alcoholic beverage. Nova's named after a car. So like it just happened to be that way. So when I decided to name Apollo, I just thought about the fact that it's a space theme. So I accidentally do like a space theme now. So let's just do a space theme from here on out with, you know, wherever I go. So Apollo. So eventually I came up with Apollo because what I did was I did space and, you know, space names that also have car equivalents or whatever it was I searched. I can't remember. And Apollo came up because Apollo is also a type of car. It's really cool looking. It looks like the Batmobile. Anyway, so that's when I came up with the concept of Apollo. But so I wanted to keep it that space theme with Apollo. And my favorite planet, aside from Earth, is Jupiter, and always has been since I was a young kid. So I thought, how about Apollo's Journey to Jupiter? Originally it was Journey to Jupiter Apollo, but I was like, or Apollo's Journey to Jupiter, because Apollo was like spacecraft, like they were spacecrafts. So I was like, let's go to Apollo's Journey to Jupiter. And there you go. So yeah, that's how I came up with his name and his AKC name of Apollo's Journey to Jupiter. So his official name is Apollo's Journey to Jupiter. That's his name. But we call him Apollo.